Once upon a time, deep within the vast and endless ocean lived two little mermaids, both named Ariel. One of them was known as Ariel with the golden hair, because her hair shone like the sun, while the other was called Ariel with the silver hair, because her hair sparkled like the moon. They were best friends who explored every hidden corner of the sea together, always eager for the next adventure. The two Ariels loved the mysteries of the ocean, from the coral gardens to the schools of shimmering fish. They had different personalities, though. Ariel with the golden hair was bold and daring, often seeking thrills and challenges. On the other hand, Ariel with the silver hair was gentle and wise, preferring the peace and calm of the underwater world. One sunny morning, the two Ariels were swimming along the edge of the reef when they heard about a secret treasure. It was said that the treasure lay hidden in the deep caves far beyond the coral fields, guarded by the shadowfish, who were known to be mysterious and clever creatures. Intrigued by the story, both Ariels decided they would set out to find this hidden treasure. As they swam deeper into the unknown waters, Ariel with the golden hair was thrilled by the idea of finding treasure. She imagined jewels and pearls that would shine brighter than the stars. But Ariel with the silver hair had her doubts. She knew that the shadowfish were not to be taken lightly, and warned her friend that they should proceed carefully. The two Ariels soon reached the entrance of the deep, dark cave. They hesitated for a moment, staring into the shadows that lay beyond the coral. It was quiet. Too quiet, and even Ariel with the golden hair felt a small twinge of unease. But her curiosity and excitement pushed her forward. "Come on," she said with a nod of encouragement. "We cannot let this treasure slip away." Ariel with the silver hair followed, but she kept a close eye on their surroundings. As they moved deeper into the cave, they noticed strange patterns on the walls made of shining shells and glowing stones. Ariel with the silver hair realized these were warnings left by other creatures. They said, "Beware of greed. Beware of the shadowfish. Only those with pure intentions may find the treasure." But Ariel with the golden hair was too focused on the idea of discovering the treasure to pay attention to these messages. She kept moving ahead, her eyes bright with excitement. At last, they reached a large chamber at the heart of the cave. In the center was a treasure chest covered in coral and adorned with beautiful shells. It glowed with a light that seemed to come from within. Without thinking, Ariel with the golden hair reached for the chest. But just as her hand touched it, the water around them began to swirl and the shadowfish appeared. Their scales shimmered in shades of black and gray, and their eyes were sharp and watchful. One of the shadowfish spoke in a deep voice, asking them why they sought the treasure. Ariel with the golden hair spoke eagerly about her dream of finding jewels and riches, but Ariel with the silver hair remembered the warning and told the shadowfish that their true purpose was to explore and learn. She added that they had come to understand the mysteries of the ocean, and not just for wealth. The shadowfish listened carefully, and after a moment of silence, they nodded, saying, "You have shown us two sides of your hearts, one seeking riches and the other seeking wisdom. The treasure is not just gold or jewels, it is a gift of knowledge and understanding." With those words, the shadowfish granted them a vision of the ocean's secrets. They showed the Ariels the hidden patterns of the coral reefs, the migration paths of the fish, and the deep-rooted connections between all creatures of the sea. It was a gift that opened their eyes to the wonders of their world in a way they had never seen before. As they left the cave, the two Ariels were silent for a while, thinking about what they had experienced. Ariel with the golden hair realized that her thirst for riches had almost made her miss out on something much more valuable. She turned to her friend and said, "I understand now that some treasures cannot be held or owned. They live within our hearts and minds." Ariel with the silver hair smiled, knowing that her friend had learned an important lesson. And so they swam back to their part of the ocean with hearts filled with gratitude and respect for the mysteries of the deep. From that day on, the two Ariels explored the ocean, not just for the thrill of adventure, but to understand and protect it. They shared their knowledge with the other sea creatures, teaching them to cherish and respect the ocean's gifts. Lesson of the story: The lesson of their story is that not all treasure shines and sparkles. True treasure is found in understanding and respecting the world around us.